Here we go. Thing you got to remember is when you're building something like this, it's not going to be square. It's just the walls aren't square, nothing's square. So the way you measure it, you set your 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 guide, your first boards the way you want them. As far as letting them find here, because I'm gonna do it long way, so I want them sitting here, right? Now this is going to lift up. So I want it on here. I've got another one that sits on this side that I did this way. So you measure each end. You measure this end. So I've got 16 3/4 on this end. And it was an inch off on the last one. Let's see how bad it is off. I mean, 3/4 of an inch off of. So, and this is 16. So we got 16 at the back end. And we got 16 3/4 on the front end, which is crazy because the big end on this one was in the back. The big end on this one is on the front. So you never know. That's why you always measure it. And when I put that end piece and that end piece in, I'll come along and I'll put, the holes in for the ribs. I will measure each hole, each place that the rib goes. Each rib will be measured individually. And then it'll be set just like this. And it'll hit just where it's supposed to be. You won't even know it's not square. So just a tip on how to measure some of this stuff. So you get what looks like square. It's not. It's square to this. It's square to itself. So that's really what you're looking for, is a square. It's square to itself. And that's what you want. And yeah, so that's it. Just wanted to throw a quick tip in, and so I'll check you out later. So, to show you a little bit more of what we got going on, that was just a quick view. Of course, this way we pull it out. Oh, hitting the camera. Anyway, that pulls it out. You saw it out. So, but the way this works is we've got a few that overlap. One here, one here, one here, and one here. It overlaps here. Can you see that? Yeah, it overlaps this thing. So the bottom rail. So as you push it in, it gets caught by this, and you're able to pull it up and lift it up and get underneath. So that's how that works. But you might want to see that. Of course, every other thing, that's just the way it works. All right, so let's go back further back and see if we can't do some adjustments here so we can see how some of this other stuff works. And of course, this, of course, lifts up. It has a normal lift up to it, like so. And the hinges on the back and all that stuff. But it also has the extra thing that it kicks up. for your head when you're watching. Oh, I'm kind of giving that away on the TV on the other side. Uh, so yeah, all we did was attach it with a piano here, and just put the things on the other side, and it's just a two-way flap. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. But I just wanted to show that to you. Yeah, just wanted to show that to you on the way in. Of course, this is normal. Let me get the camera situated. This is just normal with hinges on the back of it. This lifts up. Same thing as over here. Just normal with hinges on it. Just lifts up. So we got all of them that lift up. That's our bed. Don't ask me. The camera just shut off for some reason. I don't know. It's like that. Anyway, so we're looking at mattresses. Oh my gosh, guys. There's so many mattresses. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. I don't know, man. It's quite confusing, actually. You know, you can run across a 4-inch mattress that everybody raves about how comfortable it is, and you're thinking, 4-inch mattress? How comfortable can that be? I can see it for this one, but definitely not in the back. I just can't see that in the back. Oh, sorry, I had to get my back straightened out and my neck. So anyway, it's going to be a short one. That's it. So guys, thank you for subscribing. The channel's blowing up. All you new subscribers, thank you so much for coming by and liking the channel. I know there's not been a whole lot of content, but we're going to get back to that. We're going to get to producing more content. Now that I'm actually have more time to do it, it's just been, I have been working so much on this. I mean, I've started working like late March, I guess. So April, May, June, July, August. I mean, this is my 6th month. I mean, to build this thing, you know, I've had fantastic help as far as when I needed help, but I mean, the nuts and bolts of this thing, I've had to, you know, pretty much do by myself. I mean, I'm not saying anything. I mean, people would have came and helped me if I'd have asked them. I mean, that's not a problem. David was always there. Everybody else was always there. Oh, Paul Jones was always there when I asked him. I mean, people were there well, there was one that wasn't, but maybe 2. There's one that didn't show up, but that's okay. I mean, he was manically busy, so there's just no way. I mean, he was just crazy busy, and it just so. But the other 2, you know, when I needed it, they were there. But my brother-in-law Nick Pappas, he helped me out a little bit, putting up some solar panels, helping me get them up on the top. So shout out to him. You know, but so as much was done in here by myself, it's not a bad deal. But I was working a lot on it, guys. Well, I was working pretty good. I was a couple hours. And you know, when you're running back and forth and getting stuff, you're here and you're getting, it's like, crap, I need this. And you got to run to Lowe's or somewhere to get that stuff. And it just takes up time. It's a time robber, man. So you try to get you foresee what you're trying to do. And, you know, you foresee, you try to plan. And the way I started at the end was, I say at the end, about midway through, during the week, I would try to walk through everything that I wanted to have done by the end of the week and be able to pick up everything I needed through the week. So the weekend I would have, you know, Friday and Saturday I would have to work on here and not have to leave. Invariably had to go. But it was for small things and it was quick. And so I was able to speed up production quite a bit. And gutting it down to the metal is not the easiest thing to do. You look on channels where there's 2, 3, 4, 5 people doing it, and they're gutting it down to the metal and bringing it back, and 6 months later, they're just getting to the build. So not bad. God has totally blessed us. The Lord has been so merciful to us. It's like my wife said, I still have, you know, hands and arms and feet and fingers, and and being 80% blind, she thinks that's a great accomplishment. So, and I do too. I think the Lord has been totally merciful. It's not without, splinters and cuts and bruises and stabs and things like that. But that comes with the territory anyway. If you can fully see, I know people do that. So we're good. We're good, and we're going to be slowing down on building so much. Of course, we're going to get the floor today, like I said, and we're going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing that next week. Hopefully, between the floor and the propane tank mounted on the back, hopefully I'll get that done. I'm going to probably go for that before I do the flooring, because I really need to get that done, because if I'm going to move around, if I'm going to start practicing, if I'm going to start cooking, start doing things in the van, in the bus, then I need to have that in place. It's pretty important. Of course, it's like I was talking to David last night. I can just have one with me and set it out back and let her rip while I'm stationary, and I gotta make sure I get it before I leave, which doesn't always work. I'll end up dragging the thing anyway. Hopefully the cameras will come on and show me that something's back there. Anyway, okay, guys, thank you so much. I'm just rambling. I'm just, normally after the weekend, as you notice how I am, I'm just like, so, I fairly had an easy weekend. Anyway, again, rambling. Love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to try to start kicking up the content at least every Sunday, but better content, more stuff, hopefully getting out, doing things, cooking, whatever we can get done. So, guys, thank you again. I love you. Thank you so much for being with me, okay? We really appreciate it. You take care of yourself. Okay. Thank you, man.
The Roman crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, mothers, let's go down, let's go